Hey guys, so before the video actually starts, I just want to say thank you for watching, thank you for clicking. I'm trying to improve on me casting esports games, competitive games. So I'm going to be uploading all of my casting games that I will ever do for the foreseeable future. As I cast pred games and as I get better, just to like keep as a documentary kind of sort of as my growth or time as I get more comfortable and more better at casting. So thank y'all for watching and enjoy the process.
All right, Cosmic, we are live. Welcome back. Good to see you again, my friend, on for another game of Predecessor. It's always a good night when Predecessor is happening. How are you doing tonight?
Well, I'm doing pretty well refreshed. I had pizza today, and I'm
Ooh,
overall doing good, man.
what kind of
Gotta get some
pizza?
predecessor.
Let me
Domino's.
let me analyze this. Domino's used to be D Labs. Ooh, coincidence? I think not. All right, we'll see how that affects it here. I was looking in this draft to see if this Countess or Zaros was going to be in the offlane. This is my personal first cast on the 1.6, so I'm still going to be learning the augments and how they're going to be used to the effect. So I'm interested to see what these teams bring out in this rift.
Yeah, same here. A lot of great augments. Personally, one of the best is that blood pool from Countess. The mana regen and health regen you get from it, especially when you have like a multi-kill on the field, you get all your health back, all your mana back, and you're back and ready to enter another team fight.
Yeah, I knew as soon as I saw that argument on the couch, I was like, oh, she was already in the solo lane before and was a menace. Now she's going to be even more of a menace. So we'll see if she continues to be a menace in this game as well. Pretty other typical around, nothing too surprising. Ever since the augments were released and you saw that mini rampage, I'm like, if I see a rampage in a game, it has to be the mini behemoth. I will not accept any other augment that is chosen by a rampage. So I don't know what augment he has gone so far, but it better be the mini one.
Yeah, the mini one is definitely probably the strongest. I know the infinite rumble is also really good for clearing, but the mini one gives you such attack speed and all the perks of being big but smaller and more mobile. It's a definite team disruptor when he's biting ankles and taking out team members, especially with Ashbringer on.
What's also going to be a disruptor is in the offlane. North is going for the first gank, lands the border
Ooh.
onto Lava, is a countess, so he's probably going to be nice and fine as well as the healing up. He's actually kind of just turning it on the 1v1 as Teo is not helping him, and North is being forced to leap away. Interesting gank where Lava is just kind of changing it.
Yeah, he kind of just wasted time and health. Now that Lubber knows he's limping away like a dog who got his tail stepped on, he's looking to try to get back into farm. But over on dual lane, we got a first blood from Cure on the Sparrow. Don't want to get her up because she's a definite problem nowadays.
There's going to be two, and look at Grady's on the flank as well, trying to maybe dive Lakenator under the tower. Are pretty low health bars, though. Toaster used up a lot of his HP and is now going to be forced away as this. They're not going to go too greedy, but do pick up the first blood. Very good, important first kill.
Yeah, it's gonna take him a long way. Sparrow put him Vanquisher, Sky Splitter, maybe Stormbreaker. I'm not sure that's still in the meta right now, but when a Sparrow is fed, especially with that inner fire being the main augment of her, she is just a one-man wrecking crew. They're gonna have to protect her in any stage of the team fight.
That's probably you do have a Morn, one of the best peeling supports in the game, in my personal opinion, is going to probably do a good job getting it. Even if you get a good hook on the Richter on top of Spell, I think she has the tools in this game specifically to sort of escape that unless they manage to burst her out quick enough. So that's going to be kind of the main thing I look for. But besides that, yes, I think they have the needed tools needed to peel for the Sparrow in this game, and getting her accelerated just makes it even more harder.
Oh yeah, way more harder. It's gonna be reliant on Toastium and Riderloo. It's been a very contentious question in the community whether who's better, Morn or Rictor. I am in the favor of Rictor.
What?
You're Morn?
I'm Morn all the way, yeah.
Okay.
I'm a Morn enjoyer.
Okay, but like why though?
Because he has such a good combo with his mesmerize, he can peel people away from the team. That's a lot more AoE and like guaranteed hit. Where Richter, you only really have the hook as a form of peel away, and that's if you hit the what feels like a small hitbox sometimes. Plus, if you have a coordinated team environment, that can be a global ultimate with the Morn. That's just more impactful than a Richter that might be stuck in one of the side lanes at any point.
Okay, that's fair. My take is with especially with the recent augment with the Whiplash getting a lot more range. But hold on, first of all,
hold on to that. That was
the mesmerized. Bridal is solo. He is taken out of the game.
That's both supports falling at almost the exact same frame there as Grady and North coming to this dual lane, picking up kills for their teams itself, 1-for-1 as the Fangtooth is spawning. Nice ward coverage also by the side of Dawn. Is just look at that. Already potentially Lincoln to start up it, even though the Grady is around here in the jungle. Is 10, I think, going to go for the mid lane instead.
Yeah, Mach 10 is definitely warding up precisely. If we look at the side of Mythic,
Oof.
they do not have enough wards, but there's a big rock, and Appy has to blink out just to save his own life.
He is out of there so far. And there's a nice double stun on the Dread Nova as well to peel away from him. So he's able to set it up there, as I think it is now actually Mythic is going to be starting up the Fangtooth. And yeah, North's on the wrong side of the map for this.
Yeah, it's going to be a free Fangtooth with Rampage being so low after just what we just saw just now. This is the first one. It's not gonna be too crazy to lose this one, but it's definitely gonna be getting in as we see Bradaloo and the team going over, but they secure the Fangtooth on the side of Mythic.
It is 5 people coming over. The tower is going to be on the first. They pick up Toasty as the first kill. As Grady is stuck in the pit, but he secured his job in getting that Fangtooth and will pay for it with his life. Kind of just dancing around. They do just want to secure the kill to the Skylar. They could have killed him a lot sooner, but get the gold onto your AD carry. Much more important. So delayed his death also a bit there as well. But Fangtooth number 1 going over to Mythic.
Yeah, he has some tap dancing shoes on right now. I can't believe he survived that long. They were just standing still and just waiting for him to make a mistake, and that he did. But the point was to get the Fangtooth, and that's what he got. 50% longer on the buffs, and that's gonna be huge on later in the game.
It's one of those questions of if you know you're going to die, do you want to die sooner rather than later so you can have your tempo on the map sooner? Because you're kind of just delaying your death there at the end anyway. So interesting question to bring out. And nice Whiplash under the tower. He's going to take on just one tower shot. If he took another, he might actually be seriously in trouble. But Toasty luckily managing to escape from that.
As I'm telling you, bro, man, I'm telling you, Rictor's better.
Okay.
With the recent augment where it comes out faster and it's longer, and if he hits it, the cooldown is reduced. Like, come on. So you're saying he whips is shorter on cooldown, and that could be even shorter with other abilities like Cresselia. Yeah. It's just easy.
Yeah, counterpoint. Laba going aggressive under the tower here is bringing Bonnaroo down to very low. He just needs one more siphoning strike, and he's going to get it here. Nice little hail to get Root down. He's going to get the level up as well to get some extra health. Blinks away from the siphon. Bonnaroo just dancing around him, surviving as well as picking up the mana. That's a huge amount of outplay. And he's going aggressive again. Laba, no, he's out of mana. And here comes North Arthur from the top side as well as Bright. All of the lanes are here now to attack him. And he's just trying to clear as many minions as possible. 4 members going to the solo lane. Laba getting outplayed in the 1v1 or 4v1 at the end.
Did y'all really need 4 people to jump one Countess? I mean,
yes, you do. It's Countess.
Okay, that's fair. But like, he was. Never mind. It looked like he was about to die anyway from the tower alone. He was very bold to try to get Terra under that tower, and it led to his death. But 4-man rotation, my goodness.
Yes, I felt certain that he was indeed dead there, but Bondred proving why he's one of the best solo laners in the game. Lakenator is gaining his own 4v1 on the opposite side, but managing to survive as well. As Mini Prime now getting picked up by Mach 10, trading the objectives at the end. I hope that the Terra got it though. She's going to still need it to help deal with this Countess.
Yeah, giving it to Terra was gonna be a big help against Countess, being that she's super strong right now. Yes. It is in his hands, in Bonnaroo's hand. Just letting Terra, she's gonna try and dominate the lane, and it's gonna push Lobber back into really farm mode where he just can't be in any fights because he's so behind. And that's just the play to go into in this matchup.
I wonder what argument you go on for the Terra in this lane. I feel like you would go for the one that makes you a bit more tanky while you're charging up, but no, okay. Decides to go for the Hearsay's Will one, which just gives you more Hearsay stacks to hopefully get out some more high damage Qs or some stuns if need be. So, okay, interesting choice there. As already item completes coming on across the board on both the junglers and the health reduction item on Laba as well in the solo lane as Mutilator coming out. Yes, all 1 item power spikes all around the map.
Yeah, the haste every couple seconds, that's gonna be big when it comes to team fights. That's she's gonna probably be invincible. And dishing out as much of the Q as possible. That's true damage that she's dishing out every couple of seconds. And that's just gonna be huge taking out squishies like Sparrow and Countess in these team fights.
Yes, I wasn't knowing if you're going to go Tainted Blade first. Usually that's what or you want to go something to just minimize the healing that Countess can do. But it's really the
Mhm.
only person on the team that has a huge amount of healing. I guess you have some in Morn's kit as well. So I expect to see some sort of anti-heal come out for the side of Mark 10 at some point, but decides not to rush it first and goes for the ever classic executioner to just get some high damage output quickly.
Yeah, I think the problem with finding someone like Countess in the off lane, especially like a more like a not more in a Morgesh, is the fact that do you either A try to stop their healing or B try to out damage them, and you
Mhm.
end up just kind of making the wrong decision because whatever it is, it doesn't. It's not like enough, especially with Morgesh having a lock on heal. She is a lot more sustainable, and she could poke you out, which lowers your health, of course. It's a hard choice to go with.
Yeah, it's one of those. There's no wrong choice, but there's no right choice, but there's no wrong choice either. It's all kind of just dependent on the person, on the game, and the play style they want to do, maybe in how the team wants to play. If they want to group up for team fights or just keep in the 1v1. But it was
Ooh.
the wrong choice after all. He's full health still.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. We don't know what happened, but Lauber just, I guess, executed Bondrew full health, not even a whip.
Oh,
But here we go back in dual lane. There's a whip. Toasty's forced to blink out, but even
oh.
Bondrew misses the ultimate.
Oh, but he misses his suck. He's not doing well for my Morn versus Richter gaze as the highest are coming out, forcing Lakenator to blink away. Subnautica Obliterate is coming from the downtown as Grady comes to blink in on top. Lakenator goes down. That's a stack over to Grady. He just gets pulled under the
Ooh.
tower. He's hitting every single Riplash as North is a big behemoth, not a mini behemoth. Goes on to Grady and Ash just managed to get him out as he survives on 1 HP. Now Cure is biting back as Bright is full health and everything is fine. Mark 10 coming out ahead in that long engage.
Yeah, nice 1-for-1 trade. Still making it a coin toss of who's going to go for the Fang 2 first,
Oh, and
but
this
they're
is one.
still trying to go back in. He finally missed the hook this time,
Ah,
but
yes.
Toasty gets his. The lure is working.
More better than Richter. There's the proof as Kira picks up the kill on this enemy support there. Even though he has 0 mana, he still has the auto attack, and that's what you need is the AD carry. That Mark 10 staying a little bit too long at the end of the end. I think at the end of the day, it's an even in kills, but it's 2-for-1 for Mythic.
Yeah, what a trade from Mach 10.
Oh,
They're
it's not
still in
done.
it. Even Bondrew, even he's still trying to fight. Lobber's over here. That's not his worst enemy right there.
I don't think you want to fight a Countess, but he has backup as well coming on the way as Fangtooth is up. That's why everyone is around this area, as now is Mythic that has the ward coverage available though, but they do not want to engage first as Briar is coming back from base and looking to set up their own vision coverage and clear out these wards.
Yeah, right now cinematic positioning is key right here. And when Mach 10 is in just such good positioning, it's hard for a team to really work around it. They have to like work from the inside out essentially. And all these wars on the map, they want to see all the vision possible.
A lot of key ultimates were used in that skirmish, so they're not exactly up yet. They're still on cooldown. It's all going to be about who gets the cooldowns first in this fight. That's probably going to break out soon, but they're all just posturing that because they know that they don't want to engage without their key ultimates. Grady needs the Colosseum. Appy wants the Synaptic Obliterator. Kyo wants his ultimate. These are all very important cooldowns they need to have up if they want to engage a fight.
Yeah, it's a very tricky situation we got here where no one wants to push the first button because they don't want to lose, essentially. It's the fear of starting something that you can't finish and on the side of both teams. And while we have Lobber who's up, 1-1, 106 CS, he's pretty far up. He could engage, but the team would have to be behind him fully. And right now, especially like right now, look at middle with Appy, who almost got hooked. It's
Almost.
not the right time to try and go for it.
Just barely out, but the dual lane is pushing up. Look at the left lane. Look at the right lane. They're both going in Mythic's favor. They will be pushed up. So there's a lot of minis in XP that are currently being lost to that left tower. As it looks like there's an engage happening in this jungle camp now as North is going on to the Morn. He's going to pop his ultimate, but it's not going to help him survive as he goes down. Inner Fire coming out, but that's a tanky behemoth, but he will fall at the end of the day as well. Grady keeping 3 members in the Colosseum. Skewer connects onto 2. Appy is forced to blink away. Nakira trying to put out the damage, but his ultimate has run out. He blinks after the enemy carry as Lakenair is trying to kite for his life, but I think he's going to fall. There's a Spear of Near to take him out as that's 3 kills going over to Mythic for only 1, the support.
Yeah, holy cow, what a fight and well played, well positioned by Mythic as Cure, which is in the back. Even though he didn't have a lot of mana, he kept it going. He shot the inner fire right into the Colosseum and taking out a lot of people, dropping their health down to 0, getting a double kill and all that chaos of arrows and fire.
Yeah, and with an execution of first, they get below that certain threshold, they just get melted. So even though you have Rampage as a tank, he didn't go a pure tank. I don't know. He's going that typical bruiser build we usually see Rampages go, where he has a little bit of damage, which is why we see when he chunked Appy out early in the fight. But when he gets an inner fire and stuck in a Colosseum and he can't jump out, he's just going to get melted like the rest of them.
Yeah, he's going different. He went for the boulder toss as the augments of the Tiny Terror. Very well questionable because not the ideal meta pick, but it can work. And after you see get the mini or prime, look to dominate the mid lane with the Bellica in it. That's gonna be questionable because if you ask me, I would have probably given it to either like Cure or Zars. I'm just trying to figure out why Appy.
Uh, yeah, maybe they just wanted to really get it down on someone and didn't want to risk a potential miracle steal coming in, and they just wanted to burst it down. It just happened to go to Appy, but we'll see how they utilize it. But right now, it might be utilized badly as Rampage is coming in over the top and is going to stun up him in the mid lane as the fight's going on in this right lane. It's Appy, yep, he's just going to go down. So that was a not well used mini prime there.
Yeah, they. What it looks like to me, they just wanted to bum rush him in the mid tower. It was already low anyway. You got North, who's up considerably. He's 3-1-3, 100 CS in the jungle. Just want to get him out of. Just get him out of there.
Yeah, he has the giant string though to help get some sustain for the next inner fire that does come out. He pops the behemoth very early as the Mythic dual lane are just going to take the teleporter. I'm not sure what that was the right play there.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, North. Like I saw the vision of you guys wanted to circle around the teleporter, but then they took the teleporter to off lane to be in safe distance from them. So I mean, as an old down, doesn't really affect North in the slightest. It's just a questionable play.
Yeah, and they did have the blink and ult up for the Richter as well, so I think it could have stopped it if you really wanted to, but we live and learn. We try something. It doesn't always work out, but yes, they get away for safely reset now and are back on the map. This Sparrow, though, is really becoming quite a pressure point for Mythic, and if you couldn't get on before, you definitely need to get on now if you want any chance of fitting with probably over 2.5 maybe completed items on the Sparrow about now. She is going to complete, look, has a completed Sky Split. Almost has a third item 60 minutes here in. She's going to be a menace in these team fights.
Yeah, that's almost that is every slot filled up with some kind of item to help.
Full build!
So, hey, full build already. What we're like 16 minutes in. Cure is gonna absolutely wreak havoc for. No, he's a huge bounty him. North definitely should try and look to shut him down, or at least the Skylar or Lakeinator trying to get some gold off of him.
I do see that Bondwood also did complete his Tainted Blade, going for the physical damage one. So, of course, keeping Terror trying to get as brutal as possible. As 3 members, again, are collapsing onto this Countess, trying to get something down on him. But nope, it's Countess. He just blinks away and is perfectly fine.
Yeah, Countess basically has 2 blinks. That's just so annoying.
Yeah.
She could dash, jump, blink, get the momentum from the blink, and then blink again. Just get out of danger for sure. As crafty as she is, definitely not the worst defender. If you want somebody to look at for mobility, look at Yurei or Wukong.
Yuri, OP. Yeah, sorry.
So OP.
Yeah, don't know about that. I've had quite a few games against now going, what the heck do I even do? But not in this game. This game is Countess. That's the annoying mobile carry. As you have, you have a hyper mobile carries, and then you have someone like a Richter that's like, I have some move speed. It's the same thing, right, guys?
Yeah, I have no idea what to do with a Yurei. It seems like she's durable enough to jump in the tower and ulti for free and like delete my health bar, but then like you just can't hold her still because she resets on you with the dash. But luckily, she's not in these games. Thank God.
Actually, I know the perfect counter for her. It's just called ban.
Oh yeah, forever ban along with Iggy.
Fortunately, not in normal games, though, so she'll terrorize those games forever. But third Fangtooth is now about approaching here. It's up in a couple of seconds. It would be the third Fangtooth for Mythic, getting the ever-needed 8%. Very nice to always have, if possible. And we see all 5 members again converging onto it. Currently, it is going to be Mach 10 first to the punch, though, as they set up the ward coverage first.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a big prime buff to get for a side of Mythic. They're already up, and that 8% goes a long way, especially for people like Cure with Sparrow, Zaris, especially Countess with the way that Lauber is playing right now. Yeah. It's once again back to who can position themselves better. And look at that. We already got North already almost deleted. This is the big old team fight. He's taken down.
Yeah, he blinks into the Coliseum. He's not going to go. Look at that inner fire just screaming out as Lauber is chasing after the Skylar, but she's managing to get away. Bandu is there just desperately trying to peel for his ADK, just ignoring everyone else. He's here saying he's going to keep him alive for the time being, but not long enough. The CC immunity does not mean damage immunity as he's down. As Whiplash, nice going on to the August. The science is coming out as well, but the stasis is buying just enough time to force him away as they save their mid laner. Appy is all good. 2 members dying for Mach 10, and that's going to be a third Fangtooth, probably going over to Mythic.
Yeah, wow. Every team fight, Mythic just seems to just know what to do, know where to be. and to appropriately handle the situation. Taking out 2 members of Mach 10 is not a good look, but oh my goodness, what a hook!
Oh my god, Richter actually is better than Moore. That was a massive hook, taking out the Countess, but they do still lose the Fangtooth. It's going to be an all retreat now for Mythic. Another one landing! No, you don't hit those. Toasty survives somehow. 3-man memorized. Yes, that's how OP Moore is. He is going to fall eventually.
No way you
just
said that.
He is. Yeah, okay, he finally falls at the end. But still, 2 members for third Fangtooth. That's still good for Mythic.
Toasty put his body on the line so that the team can escape. I gotta give big props to him. But you can't just say, "Oh, this is why Moore's been very he's so tanky." No, it doesn't matter.
You can't do a 3-man hook. You can only do a 1-man hook. Yeah, I mean, never mind skew or anything like that. But look at this. Moore Prime is being started up by Mach 10, though. The jungler is alive, though, and Grady is coming in. This is probably going to be a big steal attempt.
It's gonna be a big symptom, but will he channel his inner mercy as the team fight goes along? But they're trying to leave the pit to try to kill them now, as Kira is getting targeted by Bondrew.
Bondrew popped the hearsay, but missed his stun. Is not able to get anything down now. 3 of them are again stuck in the Coliseum. There's a skewer coming out onto Kira, but he just crests it and is able to escape, as this has all gone wrong for Mach 10. 3-man falling is just getting obliterated. There's the feast again coming out. He still had it. Bry's not long for this world. Shutdown going on to the Rampage at least, but it's only an 80 carry for the rest of your team.
Holy cow, that that prime fight went south for the side of Mach 10 as they try to intervene, try to stop him, but it ends up being in a total shutdown for almost the entire team. We see North, he's made his way back over here, but it's not really the best interest to try and steal it at this point in time, not with everybody being still good health range.
Not the rest. You don't know what health it's going to be at unless you jump in, and by that point it might be too late or too early, so better just to make sure he saves his life and is on the map. And yeah, that was unfortunately the way they tried to engage that was with what's it called? What's Terra's Highland Hurl engage, and if you miss that, your engage is kind of done. So yeah, I think the only way they want to engage is if they land a border toss, and then you can follow up with CC, because it's Highland Hurl is not the way you really want to be engaging these fights if you're going to turn.
Yeah, definitely not. I would feel like you wouldn't want to go into it with the enhanced shield, so at least give you some shield, of course, protect yourself from abilities. Then pop the ultimate, and then just start swinging, use the Q, all that kind of stuff. The Highland Hurl should be definitely used on people like Squishies to stop them from escaping. People like Sparrow, people like Countess, so that you guys can just coordinate and team up on one person.
Especially with the augment he went, where you get a stack every 0.7 seconds. Maybe you do want to open with the E charge in, and then you can just in 2 seconds later you have another one. But yeah, maybe like that as he goes on to August, and he gets down actually really early. Look at the inner fire damage though. Bondrew is forced to blink away as the skewer comes out. Bry only locking up the Maul because he knows he's the most OP champion in the game. Grady is forced to back away though, and he will be fine. It's only a 1 kill though, as despite having the Orb Prime, they're losing the fight. Mach 10. Oh wait, but the Countess is splitting in that right lane though.
It's just taking an inhib for not for free, but to distract the team as they continue to push mid lane. The inhib is down. Lover's by himself. This is a smart way to get back to the team, but they will not let him go. He is going to die.
He will die, right? Okay.
Yeah, he will die. Oh yeah.
Lycaonia does take it. They do lose 2 towers for that, for 2 members though, so not the worst trade in the world though. Mach 10 sort of holding on at the end there. Lycaonia, actually they did lose an inhib as well, maybe not quite as worth, but yeah, I was afraid that he was going to get away there for a second. He looked very close to it.
Yeah, he went far towards the mid lane, trying to regroup with the team, but then the rest of Mach 10 said, no, where are you going? And Bellica hit the stun, put him in the bad spot, and they all just collapsed on him. He even used his ultimate to try to get some health back, but it just was not enough.
Yeah, at this point in the game, you might as well, because your ultimate will be back up anytime the next fight turns out. And the next fight is going to be the Primal Fangtooth. That's going to be up in less than about 30 seconds or so. Countess will be up for it, and as well as maybe the ultimates. But it looks like they're actually already starting to fight. Yeah, that's Bry. You're already dead. That's not good.
Bye-bye. Okay. He's out for a whole minute. Gotta love seeing that. He's an out-of-place play. I don't think so. Not North is...
Okay, almost. He's fine.
I remember the last Red Nova we saw from downtown.
Yeah.
Who was it?
The downtown.
I forgot who it was, but it was amazing.
So good, we already forgot who it was.
It'll be up on a video. It'll be a video somewhere.
Maybe, but that is a Primal Fangtooth up though. Solar Lane is on the right side, but with the support down, it is a 4v3 with some Orb Prime. I think maybe it's still on them. It's about to expire very soon though, as I think they're going to look to turn, but they are on wards though, so North does know that they are there. But yes, they're not looking to get it right now, as I think Lava is going to use the TP to come join his team.
Yeah, as he should.
Uh-oh.
He is much needed in this fight.
Ooh.
And no!
Ooh.
Was that the inner fire?
That was inner fire, yeah.
He used it so early. Now it's down for like what, 40 seconds? That could have been, that's like a crucial play. And that's a crucial ultimate. He used it so early.
Might not matter though. If Bandu's going to get caught out though, gets caught out by the Colosseum and Dreadnought as well. He is not quite tanky enough, but if he had inner fire, he would be dead by now, but locked up enough. His team is just kind of watching from the sidelines at that point. That was weird.
Yeah, I wonder what the comms are looking at right now, but man, Bondrew is just taking out immediately. I wonder how many stacks Grady has on that Coliseum. The amount of physical power that he's holding right now is going to be put to use. And they go in the back line. He's diving it by himself.
Toasty showing why the Morn is better than the Richters. Now North is in the middle of every team trying to blink out, and he is just a tanky boy. He's actually taking up a lot. And they do take out. Wait, how is everyone still alive? Blinking health pots everyone on the side of Mach 10. Grady's trying to blink out. One spear of Neil would take up so many kills as Bry's just flying the rest of his life. He does peel for his team well enough. 3 members are dead on the side of Mach 10, but they're just still managing to hold on. No, Appy will pick up one more kill. It is just the support Bry with minions pushing in that right line. That has to be the end of the game. He's put off from his core, as yes, okay, a little bit of explosive fight for Mythic, but it looks like they're going to take game 1 of this series, maybe.
Yeah, they're going to try to. No, they were not, as Bondrew is back in the nick of time, but what a team fight that was over Fangtooth. That almost ended the game just now. All the dive from Grady into the back line, taking out the squishy Skyline, hitting a very massive Spirit Bomb ultimate, hitting 2 or maybe 3 people, I'm not sure. Well, Appy's dead.
Oh no! I mean, look, minions are still hitting the core. It was below 30%. I think if you just have Xerath run there and get a few auto attacks, maybe you could end. Maybe it's a little bit of a risky play. It's a 10%. Hello? Wait, hello? Super minion.
He's trying.
6%. 1%.
Come on, Richter.
3%.
Come on, Richter.
Oh my god, what the heck?
Oh, if he could have stopped that out, the whole argument of who's better would be in shambles.
Oh my god. Oh, that would have been the craziest end I think I've ever seen. If that
I can't kill this minion.
If he had it, okay, he whiplashed the minion that saved the game. Okay, your point's proven. Richter is the best champion in the game. But no, already back into the action with the Primal Fang to start up here, as it is a mid laner down for the side of Mythic. They don't have their August, pretty big factor in this fight. But they have to be careful because there's still super minions in that solo lane. No one's dashed to back, so the core's going to go down again.
Yeah, it's going to be a big minion wave. It is pushing, but Bondrew's back. He is back. He's going to use his Q on it. He's going to delete the wave. No issues there. But the issue is the grouping up right now. Everybody's alive, yes, but what are we looking for? Are we going for Orb Prime or looking for Primal Fang? It's a lot easier to burn Fangtooth than Orb Prime, but the buff that you get from Orb Prime is way better, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's definitely arguments to be had there. It's kind of going back and forth there. Did they not know that Terra had gone back? Because that was the 5v4 potential with August back alive. But now they're starting to back up, realizing that they have to deal with the minion waves as they are splitting 2 members trying to stop this Orb Prime start from them as well. So they're winning on all sides of the map right now. They have to fight now.
They're looking to split the team up, and first up is, oh my goodness, the deletion of Lover. He barely gets out.
No.
He gets deleted by the Spirit Bomb from Lakeinator.
Lakeinator finally does take him, but that's a huge. If Lava got away, that was a completely game over. But now as might be in trouble as he pulls Toasty into his team. He's completely locked up. Grady coming in from the flank. The Primal is too much to side it being a 5v4. Not enough peel for Lakeinator as Grady's not taking any damage and completely locking up the Bellica. He tries to peel. Bryce trying to peel for his team, but a Richter is not enough. It is a 3v1 right now, but Grady is just better. He's winning. He's got the Salvation Shield as well. And the Slice Steal is just enough as well. Bryce being like, I'm just a poor Richter. I can't do anything. More comes in. He's not able to save his carry as well as Brown Dude does take it up. He's going to burn from the Primal. Oh my god.
Dude, Grady was living. He was putting in so much damage by himself with Salvation Cleanse and all the health he got. Dude, I thought he was about to 1v2 them both at the moment, but it looks to be it's only Bondrew's left to try to hold the core. No. But it's just too much, too many minions, too many opposition, and that is the end of the game. Game 1.
Richter not able to save it this time. If that's just game 1, oh my god, give me 10 more of these. That was amazing.
Yeah, I don't mind being here for 10 more games. Let's do it.
1.6, it delivers. Oh my god. All right. Well, I think we'll take a little bit of a break. I definitely need some water after that. But yeah, don't go anywhere. Okay, we're going to death, not a break. But yeah, don't go anywhere. Game 2 coming up very soon. Well, thank you, Blacks, doing an awesome job there on the solo desk. Back here with Cosmic for this game number 2. I was a little bit worried there, Cosmic. We got 5 of the exact same champions from game 1, but then we got a bunch of different ones for the next 5. So we did a bit of a half and half switch up. Cosmic, you're being very silent. Can I have your thoughts, please?
Crap. Yeah, I was muted. I apologize.
I understand. You were just upset that Morn was proven to be the better
champion. No way. That's not what happened. That's not what happened whatsoever. But real quick, though, this goal scuffle is going to result in possibly something big for Bondrew being a lot lower than Lubber. But you mentioned that the matchups are different. They are, looking at the side of Mach 10, they are a lot more squishy, I would say. They're trying to improve their team fight capability by lessening the front line but increasing the damage output.
Yeah, he's now taking Laba is against the counters now instead of with playing it or piloting it. So we'll see how he manages to do it around this time. It's definitely a little bit more of a squishy team. You have the Feng Mao, who's not really known to be a tank because he kind of goes full assassin. You have Quang, who tends to build more of a AP and then maybe a little bit of bruiser, but is almost just purely on health and is more just going AP. So could go tank, but we'll see what they end up doing at the end of it, with the Mirror on support being a more supportive, as of course, very anti-tank. So only really one major front line for both these teams in this game.
Yeah, Lubber is trying to not have a repeat of weapon last time. Going Quang is the smart decision. Quang is such a big bruiser that could put out so much more damage on Bondrew. Just letting the counts get free and fed is just not it. But on mid lane, there was a gang that happened, and Appy is the first blood.
That feels like a little bit of a repeat of as Appy is getting Rampage boarded to the face and then just locks up with the Bellica combo. It just means you really can't move anywhere. And you see in the top of your screen that, yeah, he didn't even blink away. He had no chance to. He was just dead.
Yeah, blink this early isn't really the thing to go because it's simple. Okay, just rotate back over. You know, if I didn't kill you this time, I'll come back and get at you the next time. Not using blink was very smart, but being first blood again, Appy must not feel great.
No, unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. It is only a first blood, as they are going to now trade river buffs in that duel in that mid lane. As interestingly, is actually the melee support here that seems to have more pressure. Cure was almost full HP, while both members of Mach 10 are sort of a little bit missing of the HP. So I don't know what happened there, but the double range dual lane is on the back foot in this early game.
Yeah, on the back foot is not the way you want to go. Not when you're trying to make a comeback. Bondrew and Laker have to get in tune, in sync with each other. So I put down this this duo of Toasty and Cure. They pretty much dominated the last game with their play style, and with Cure they're not banning Sparrow or whatever or Countess. We might be seeing a repeat, although with different characters.
Also, a little bit interesting is that Appy took the river buff, I think, and then backed again. So considering he just came from base, that was a very quick second back. So maybe got some sort of major impact item quickly on top of that, maybe to get some sort of scaling go. No, we didn't even get that. Not even anything like that. So okay, interesting. Wonder what happened there to make him back so early and quickly again.
Might have ran to North. Who knows?
Oh, well, we're on that dual lane, and that's what we're focusing on, as now it's a little bit more even trading, going all across the board, junglers on opposite sides, as low health bars again. Yeah, they're really on the back foot here. Proving I just not Cosmic Morn, man. He's just so good.
I don't have any rebuttal to that.
I mean, how many games has he lost?
Apparently, according to Front Desk, Morn has not lost any competitive games. I find that very crazy, but we have North with a gank. Want to snatch off of Cure. They're going to need that one.
Yes, look at the peel that Morn can give to his AD carry. Unfortunately, it's not enough as North jumps in there and picks up a kill. 2 kills going over to Mach 10 in this early game on the back of North is a good start, but Grady is going to dive the tower and pick up 1 kill. He's probably not going to be able to escape, though. Lakene is going to kite him up as North is doing enough damage, but can Morn actually save him? Memorizes North away. Power of the Morn saves his jungler.
I can't believe that. He actually saved. He got both of them in the mesmerize. What a very clutch play from Toasty. He has that prestige skin for a reason, guys. He is showing it off right now as he saves North. He saves his life.
It's so counterintuitive for support because you're running away from your carry. but then you're pulling them back away because of that, as well as Appy being forced to blink out here. He's a full level down on his mid lane and not got that Fade Trap available yet. But yeah, that was the whole reason why I think that Morn is better than Victor, was simply because you can pull enemies away like he did there.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say anything about that. For something like that to happen with Victor, he had to be like level 6. He had to pull, hit the pull, and ulti people. And at that point, it's like, okay, yeah, sure. Early game, it's more. But come on, man. Rector mid game, once he's hitting these hooks and successfully hitting them, reduces the cooldown. That's the new augment, which I think is super busted. He can just keep on hooking people out of place. When you get hooked by a Rector, it means a whole lot more because he's pulling you from safety a whole lot longer and more aim heavy character. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over my 100% win rate, Morn. Okay, so a little bit of aggressive here in this solo lane, as it's a Glaze Lava that's got a little bit of the front foot, is mostly just CS trading, as Brownwood coming in, Fear of the Heavens coming out, as well as the Feast. That's actually a lot of trading going back and forth. Does Brownwood have the sustain order to win this? He's barely managing to win this 1v1. Just one more hit hits, and oh my goodness, no, he's not going to level 1. The minions attack! 40 HP sub, they're both on 1. Where are the junglers? They're not around, as oh my god, that was a 1v1 that could have gone either direction, but everyone stays alive.
Lauber is patting his back with the fact that he got Kwang in. Kwang is such a good pick to go into counters, all the shield, all the knockups and stuns, and the self-sustaining ability kit set of Kwang is going to be beneficial to this. Keeping counters down for the rest of the game is key. And if keep her down, that means Lauber is up. And rotating into those team fights is going to be devastating.
Yeah, he did go the anti-heal first item, which probably really helped him in that 1v1 there. As also Grady getting a little bit of aggressive from North, trying to get side of his jungle, but it looks like he's going on to Appy again. He's at his tower, though. Is he going to be able to blink away? He's just going to move his speed well. He actually does not have blink available, as North picks up the 3rd kill that he's participated in this game.
Why didn't he go to the tower? That's a bit questionable.
I think he was trying to just kite to his jungler, but unfortunately did not work out.
Unfortunately not, as they're on it. Mach 10 being the first team to get this Fang Tooth. The team looks to be coming over Mythic, but with Grady mid lane, and this is going to be free.
Yeah, as well as Bondrude also came over, so now as a contestant there, as border toss from downtown hits up onto Toasty. He's being forced now to get away. North not going to get his 4th kill participation of the game there. But they do pick up the Fang Tooth, so already doing better than last game where they lost all 3.
Oh yeah, they lost all 3 Fang Tooths.
4 actually.
Was it 4?
Yeah, they got Primos.
3 the Primo. Yeah, it is 4. Okay, yeah, right. Oh, they didn't get the last one because they fought in the end of the game. I forgot. But yeah,
no, it's still 5 Primos or 5. Yeah, whatever.
5-4. It doesn't really matter. The fact is that Mach 10 had 0, and now they have 1.
Yeah.
Instantly a way better situation with a team comp of Akira, Muriel with the shields, Bellica with the CC and knockup, along with the Rampage of throwing the boulder. It's a better game, and hopefully it continues.
What is interesting, though, is that yes, they've obviously had a much better early game. They've got the objective, they got the kill lead. But if you look at the towers, they've got 0 plates. Well, already all the towers have lost at least 1 plate, almost 2 there in that solo lane. So there's not actually probably as much of a gold lead as you think, because they're getting the gold back from the kills in the tower plates.
Yeah, tower plates mean a lot in terms of just like the pace of the game, and if the fact is that they've been pushed back into their tower.
400 gold lead.
400. It's not much. Not really.
It's a sword.
Yeah, it's like it's literally a sword. I had a point I was gonna make. I forgot about it.
Oh, my bad. Well, so the point is that North does pick up the mini prime, so North having definitely a much better game on the Rampage here. That was actually the fun fact that we did talk about on the break, was that yes, Morn had a 100% win rate, but Rampage actually has yet to pick up a single game so far. So North, is he going to be able to break that streak this game? He has probably one of the best starts you could possibly ask for on a Rampage. He's pretty fed, now has a mini prime on top of that.
Yeah, him being one of the best junglers in the game, along with the recent changes, the recent buffs to augments to Rampage, it's gonna be huge. But here we go, got a gank on Grady. He's stunned into oblivion.
Yeah, and then silenced by the no, and he's gonna fall down. No, there's the behemoth flash. That's not something you usually see. As one more border toss would secure the kill. He does have the spell shoot up though. Grady trying to do his best to run away, has one more little bit, and is gonna get it. He actually turns onto Appy instead. Appy is just gonna go back to his tower this time, and Grady living by the skin of his teeth.
Barry played that so well, dashing away, using the hamstring to get away some more. He can't swipe at you if he's walking slower than you. At that point, the tiny Titan would have been great because he would not have been able to get away, but he did, and that's going to cost him greatly after wasting that big blink.
No, but now he's going to be in this duel, and he is not giving it any sort of rest as all. Innerfire coming out, kind of trying to change it onto the 2v1, but does take a border toss to the face, forcing the blink away from Cure, as now Toasty's doing his best to try to peel for his team and get away himself. He's going to do a blink and memorize, though. That's very aggressive. There's the Purge coming out, though, to pick up one kill, as Grady picks up a kill in the offlane to get one more stack as well. Nice border toss. North, he's on fire this game.
The sacrifice was not worth the blink. While he did memorize, was not for long, not long enough for him to for Spare to get back into base. He gets rocked and is into the Shadow Realm. What a very tough team fight. While he may have failed in mid lane getting Grady and Appy, he did succeed in taking out dual lane.
Has he missed a border toss this game? I feel like I've seen him hit every single one so far. He's landed them left, right, and center, proving you do not need to be a tiny behemoth to have a good Rampage game. That, there's still other meta options available. Still lost plates, though, in that mid lane, and still don't think any plates have gone down for the side of this. Yes, they're, again, picking up these kills, but the gold probably is staying relatively the same.
Yeah, the goals stay the same. The kills are somewhat important for people like, like Cure, who would have a bounty on him. But right now, he's not really that high up. But towers and objectives are really what matters in this game, at least to me. I would rather get a couple towers down, like 2 towers down over a whole team wipe. It's just the pace of the game that is set when you take down towers. That is very crucial for getting objectives. But this duo fight is popping off, and it's huge. Toasty pops the Eclipse.
Uh-oh, Grady's just going to come in with the Executioner. Is Lakin going to be able to get away? Toasty's not able to pull him in. Now North is going to do his best to peel away from him, but there's the pull back from the Morn. He's going to jump away. Faye is here as well to support. Lieutenant Bellica is still in the mid lane, not there for support. 3v4 in this dual lane. No one falls, but that is going to be a Fangtooth now. Probably going over to Mythic as they have the health advantage.
Yeah, Brother has to get some healing, get something to North.
100?
Because this the Muriel ulti to Bondu as they get the kill, but Mythic does get the Fangtooth though.
Yeah, that reversal of fortune going over to the other side of the map probably means they did give up the Fangtooth, but he does save his solo laner, so at least it's not a complete disaster for the side of Mach 10, getting that Countess a bit more ahead. I know they were struggling in that solo lane, now finally pushing into the first tower, but plates have already fallen, so 0 plates taken from Mach 10 this game.
Yeah, this tower is looking to take a bigger beating, but everyone else on the map seems to be in good standing, or they're just getting invaded like they are right now. They've just towers gone on offlane side, and that's setting the pace over there as well for probably a mini prime in the future. Probably gonna give it to Countess again just to watch her get beefy. While they had the lead at first, it seems to be slipping away with Lobber.
I don't know. We'll see what the gold potentially is at some point as we have a classic Predecessor freeze and a very stylistic pose. Yeah, look at that Morn.
No.
That's a beefy boy. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Just put it on Morn and he'll carry the pause as well. He'll fix it all like he fixes everything.
The Morn glaze is unfathomable.
I'm committed.
You're committed. I wish we had Victor in here. He would have made such a difference.
You know what? Actually, probably it is. I think Maud mesmerized me, and now I can't escape it. That's just how powerful his mesmerize is.
If he mesmerized you that long, they need to be a nerf out for him.
All right, get a hashtag nerf Morn out in the chat. He is OP, so there you go.
You don't think it's sympathetic? I was like one of the biggest, like, oh my goodness, Morn is so good in this patch, right? That was like when the rework happened. But now it's just like Victor's like right there now.
Well, I mean, Richter lost the first game, Risen picked the second game because they realized that but they didn't ban Morn or pick Morn away, so I don't know. What was it? The game's not over yet. Maybe Morn will lose their first game of this match, but it's not potentially going to lose this fight first as North going aggressive onto Grady. That's the silence out. No way, he lives again on 1 HP. How is he still alive? What?
If you stand still, they can't see you. And Lopper rotating from offlane takes out North, and then not only North, but Bellica, but Bricks is down too.
The face going on to Appy, he blinks away. How are they all surviving? I mean, okay, I'm sorry. Grady surviving there is pure criminal. That might have literally been the difference by Morn's Q in giving him a tiny bit of heal, like literally.
You know what it is? I think Graddy's just simply a survivor, living through so many tough situations. That being the second one, by the skinny chin chin, whatever the phrase is. That's just luck right there.
All luck or all skill, I don't know. But either way, Grady is twice now in this game. Survived with like negative HP somehow. And is probably going to get this mini prime as well on top of him, getting up his stacks as the Fang Mao. Yes, there it is. Mini prime onto the thing now. As Mach want to contest, they have all their members now trying to converge. As in the pit, Purge is hitting onto no one. Toasty peeling for his Cure right now. Memorize locking them up as Cure manages to get away. He has no mana though and no inner fire, so we don't really want to fight anymore. It's pure retreat from Mythic. Bonju trying to get something down. Toasty blinks away and will be safe as yes, they get nothing for it, Mach 10. Wait.
Yeah.
Dude, he's gonna. He was chasing, and now he's gonna be the one to die for it. Double knock up! Oh, Rampage is in the middle of everyone. Okay, one person goes down. Toasty is the first to fall off a fight that was in pure retreat. They decided they wanted to turn it, and that turn was not ideal. Trying to kill North Lava is not have the damage for it. As okay, little bit eccentric fighting now going on. As the fight finally done, Appy is okay. No, we're done now. We're done. We're fine.
Yeah, we're done. Well, Appy might not be done, but Lava's still not done either. Lava's not done. He's in there. He wants to fight. People are low right now. There's a lot that he could pull off in a blink of time. Remember, he is one of the best bruisers in the game right now. I can see him getting a triple kill.
Yeah, come on, guys. It was just a mini prime. We don't need to fight for 5 minutes over it. Let's just take a reset here. Third Fangtooth is going to come up, though. No one is at that third Fang mark. It is 1 for 1 apiece. It'll be up in 30 seconds. Our team should be taking reset now, spend the gold. Mini Prime is still going to be on the Fang Mao, and yeah, he's kind of become a little bit of a problem now. He goes down to 1 HP in like all these fights, but 1 HP is better than 0 HP, and yeah, they just aren't able to kill him, and he's starting to deal a heck of amount of damage.
Yeah, with the cooldowns being lowered by Omen on Grady, he's going to be living and soaking up a lot of damage. Recently, they have been nerfing Fang Mao's health, making him a pure assassin instead of a bruiser, but that's going to be for the better. We see Grady's 2-0, looking to get some more kills under his belt.
Yeah, I think that is ultimate coming out from Lava, though, just chunking Bry after half HP. I think he's going to stick around, or maybe he's looking for a reset here as they do start up the third Fangtooth. Are they going to be a contention? Yes, Mio is clearing the wave, looking to get a good reversal of fortune target on maybe North if he jumps in. Lava is locking him up, though, is not letting him come in. Inner Fire comes out, Stasis coming out for Bry. He's in the middle of everyone. That's an Earth Shatter right now. Grady picks up one, is looking for a second one, but they are on full HP. He is pretty low, though. Is he going to be able to get down? Toasty is doing his best to peel for his team, might sacrifice his life for it, but he's still alive. Memorize coming out onto North, trying to make sure no one gets that Fangtooth. It's at 2,000. North trying to just get it down in time, but he is not able to. Mythic take the third Fangtooth of the game, second one for them, and they're winning the fight. Full retreat from Mach 10. Bondu will probably fall as well. 4 members are going to fall if he can. He's counter still Grady from over the wall. That's a new little thing. Wall. They win.
Yeah, that's new. That is new. You're right. That is right. But what's not new is that being a whole team wipe as a RGS ace on the side of Mythic.
So it's a new hole in the wall. What? It was a new wall. No, it's not a wall. Okay, yeah. But no, that was a complete dominating fight from Mythic. So dominating that they're actually going to crash the game for a second time in this replay as, yeah, that's just how it goes. Oh. Well.
What?
Well, that's very unfortunate, as apparently it's not them just having another Predecessor pause. That is just the end of the replay.
Mythic wins.
Well,
in clean fashion of 9-7.
Okay, well, at the very least, then we got one last good dominating fight before that happened. So, like, okay, they were on the back foot for majority of the game, but then they got that fight. Then they turned around, and I guess eventually they will win the game. But we do not get to see that unfold, unfortunately.
Well, give it back to you, Blacks. Back to the desk.